My name is Chris Willerski, and this is my bachelor's degree contribution. I'm going to be talking about how the majority understands the minority, and I feel the government has done a lot, and the country has come a long way over the years in support of the minority in America. Blacks and whites have similar freedoms and the rights, and the country and the government has put forth effort into giving both groups similar opportunities. Government policies support both blacks and whites, and I feel it's up to the citizens, both black and white, to help the country solve cultural issues. Many blacks and whites have separated themselves from each other throughout the country. Blacks have found themselves living either in inner cities or in neighborhoods that have cheaper housing. Many have been put in these places by circumstance, and that sometimes that's just the way it is. Whites are stereotypically known to live in suburban or middle to upper class areas. This theme has been changing over the years, but one big issue is the majority and minorities separate themselves from each other, and this creates tension because they both think that their group does not want to be around the other group. Blacks and whites are also different in many ways, and in most cases are unwilling to change to accommodate the other group. Since blacks have been through far more negativity in America, many feel that whites still owe them. Many feel that whites still owe them for what they had to go through. If we can all learn to move on as a nation, that would solve many problems. I feel the media at times contributes to the majority and minority not seeing eye to eye. Some people who have contributed would be like Kanye West and Don Imus. Kanye West has done and said a lot to let America know he does not like white people and that blacks are victimized by whites. Don Imus, his words were horrible. They got him into trouble and caused a lot of tension between the blacks and whites in America. Media also just adds a lot of tension between blacks and whites, and these two just have caused a lot of trouble with the things they've done. A couple of questions could be what should whites do to understand blacks better? I feel that many whites are willing to cooperate with blacks in America, but there are also a number of people who still go out of their way to not accommodate for them. And whites who are stubborn need to understand that the country can run more smoothly if they learn to live and work with blacks in America. Another question could be what should blacks do to understand whites better? And there are blacks in America that feel victimized when they should not. Granted, there are African Americans who have been through a lot, but they often use whites as a scapegoat for problems. And I feel that the majority can help the minority, but the minority also needs to learn to help themselves.